I want to make the most out of my life. I want us all to make the most out of our lives. And if I can give everybody watching this video just one piece of advice, it's embrace the fear. Just imagine right now, you're years from now and you're laying on your deathbed. And your bed is surrounded by a collection of ghosts. Now each one of these ghosts represents one of your goals, your visions or your dreams. And these ghosts are really angry with you. They lean over you and they say, you had the chance and the ability to bring us to life. But yet you let your fear of change and your fear of failure hold you back. And now we stand here and we have to die with you, having never lived. My dad has always said to my mum, don't ever lay on your deathbed and say, I wish we had done this, or I wish we had gone there, or I wish we had seen this. If you want to do anything in life, say now before it's too late. So what fears are holding you back right now? Is it the fear of change? Is it a fear of failure? Or maybe you feel money or family or even loneliness is holding you back and stopping you pursuing your dreams. For me, my biggest two fears has always been snakes and heights. Snakes have always stopped me traveling to certain countries, and heights throughout the years have stopped me doing hundreds of different things. But you've got to embrace the fear. Earlier this year, I'd done something that probably millions of other people have already done, and that is I climbed the Eiffel Tower. I know for many of you watching this, that won't mean anything, but for me, that was a massive fear. It's not very macho to admit, but it's taken me 40 years to get to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and even on the day where it takes other people maybe an hour, it probably took me 3 to 4 to go from the ground to the top of the tower. And that's purely because I let fear get in the way. And that's something I've done all my life. But yet, even though some people knew my fear of heights, I still kept the extremity of it secret from others around me. Even on the day when I was going up the Eiffel Tower, I hid how scared I was during breakfast, how petrified I was getting the metro from the hotel to the Eiffel Tower. When we got there, the Eiffel Tower is split into 3 sections. I think they're 50 metres up is the first platform, then 100 metres, and then you go right to the top is 300 metres. And I had to break it down. So it took me like an hour to get to the first platform. Then we had to stop and have drinks. Then it took me another hour to get to the next platform. I don't think anyone else in history has had to acclimatise to each level of the Eiffel Tower the way I did. Now, I think most people climb the Eiffel Tower in about 45 minutes. It took me over 4 hours to get from the ground to the very top. And when I reached each level, it brought about new fears. Fears that didn't exist on the ground level, but fears were changing as I went up, as I started to tell myself a different story the higher up I went. But yet, for some reason, when I got to the top, I was absolutely fine. The view was amazing, and I didn't have the urge to come straight back down the elevator like I thought I would. I thought I would go up, go out the elevator, come back in the other door, and go straight back down again. But I didn't have that urge. I actually had a great time. And I don't know why I ruined the rest of my day and probably the previous 3 or 4 days worrying about what was going to happen when I got to the top of the tower, or if I got to the top of the tower. So why did I ruin all morning and the days before telling myself all kinds of stories that just elevated my fear? Why was I so scared? Why couldn't I eat and drink the day before? Why did I find it hard to tell others exactly how I felt? All I had to do was embrace the fear. And I could have failed. I could have not gone up in the lift. I could have not done it that day. I could have tried again, and I could have kept trying. And that would have been fine. It just would have meant that I would have had to try again. And maybe again and again and again until I got to the top. But we all fail. We all have failed, and we all will fail at something. And if we're not failing, it just means we're not trying. We're not trying new things. So you need to be clear on what your goals and what your visions are in life. And once you know them, then you can put steps and actions in place that are going to get you to where you want to be. You know, what does it take from you to transition from where you are right now to where you want to be in the future? To get there, it will mean that you have to become uncomfortable. You have to do things that make you a little uneasy, make you a little bit scared. It might mean making new friends, or moving to new surroundings, or doing something like spending your savings, something that makes you uncomfortable and something you've been unwilling to do in the past. But if you want to get there and you want to get somewhere you've never been before, you have to take these steps, no matter how comfortable they are, and you have to take the action now. But you have to do whatever it takes right now so that them goals, dreams and visions are not leaning over you on your deathbed. Because as much as we want to believe it, time doesn't wait for us. If we wait, we get older and we make more excuses, more fears arise, and again, we don't chase our dreams, our goals and our visions. So what can you do today to embrace your fear? And if you need help with setting goals and visions or anything to do with moving you down this what could be a scary path for you, please just contact me via healthbuddy.fit and we can go through it together.